What is going on, world? What's up, YouTube? It's Zero here. Today I'm bringing us a brand new StarCraft 2 video. This one is between two players on the WCS Pro circuit. Spawning here in the bottom right-hand corner of Acropolis LE, playing with the blue Terran pieces. We have none other than SpeCial. And his opponent spawning in the cross position, playing with the red Protoss pieces. We have none other than Harstem. So guys and girls, this game and this series in particular was played at the WCS summer event and was one of the games within the round of 24 of that tournament. And I'm excited about this one. We got two very good players in the StarCraft 2 pro scene about to go at it in a best-of-5 series. So it's all on the line here, guys. They got to try to, of course, win these games to move on to the next round at the WCS summer event, which of course is one of the stops in the WCS pro circuit. Of course, if you win one of these tournaments, you of course get automatically invited to BlizzCon, which of course is the biggest event, basically the Super Bowl of StarCraft 2 esports. So very, very exciting stuff. And we're going to be jumping into this thing. So looks like Harstem, guys, he's going to be going for that gateway into the simulator, and then of course followed up with the natural nexus. Probably going to be following this up with a cybernetics core here very shortly. And then there it goes. And then on the upside of the map, we are going to see the barracks into the orbital command, and it's going to be followed up with a natural command center. Looks like both players going for relatively standard builds, at least in the early stages of the game here. Going to see what this SCV is doing. Probably SpeCial is going to be moving across the map just to get some scouting information, just to see if there's anything out of the ordinary, as Harstem has blocked off his side of the map here. He does look like SpeCial wants to peek in there, but is not going to be given that opportunity, as we are now going to see exactly what both players kind of deciding to do as far as their attacks of choice go. Looks like SpeCial's going to move into the factory build, and he's going to be starting a second refinery as well. So looks like now there is going to be a Reaper out on the playing field, as well as an Adept now, and that Adept is probably going to try and see what it can do as far as maybe trying to snipe that Reaper when it comes back around, if it does, of course. Looks like it is going to fly away, at least for the time being. Both these players are really exciting players to watch, though. However, I think SpeCial's got some of the best drop play when it comes to the Terran race out of pretty much most of the pros that I've watched. He has got some of the best drop play I've seen really since Beyond. His micro is very good as well. We are going to see Harstem and what he's deciding to do in his side of the map. He is going for the Dark Shrine. Got the Twilight Council already created, and then he's got a gateway as well as the robotics facility. So very interesting build here. Now, SpeCial, I don't know. He does not know about this, so he really has no idea about what is going on in that main base location, which could become a problem here if he does not find out about it at some point or another. He's going to need to find out about it sooner rather than later. Does look like he is going to try once again. There's just no easy way of getting in there. It's completely walled off. Well done there by Harstem. Warp Gate's going to be finishing up in less than 10 seconds. And then we are going to be seeing now the tech of choice out of SpeCial. He's going to go ahead. He's going to start getting those medevacs out. Probably going to go for some medevac drops, which is what he does very well. Now he's got some Widow Mines that are going to be coming out as well. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Dark Shrine's going to be finishing up here very shortly. And when that ends up happening, this is gonna get very, very interesting. It does look like SpeCial trying to figure out if there's any proxy gateways or anything of that nature around the map. Not seeing anything as of right now, but we are going to see this Warp Prism. Looks like it did take a lot of damage. However, Dark Templar is inside of the medevac, but that one of those Widow Mines was apparently pretty well placed there. I did not catch that, but it looks like this Warp Prism took a good amount of damage there by one of those Widow Mines. We are going to see now Engineering Bay is going to be going down. We're going to see a bunker also in that natural command center area. We're also going to be seeing the missile turret is going down as well. And it does look like this Dark Templar is going to try to do as much damage as possible. Beautiful pickup micro. And now Harstem is going to fly on out of there. While this has been going on, however, Harstem's been getting his third Nexus out. And I got to say, both players are, pretty even right now. As far as the supply count is concerned, neither one of them's taken crippling losses. I just like where Harstem is because he's kind of seeing what's going on his side of the map, or I should say on SpeCial side of the map. But SpeCial still, up to this point, has no idea at all as to what is going on in the main base location. Now, does he know? Okay, so he does know about this third Nexus has gone down. But I just wonder, he's going to need to find out what's going on. He does know that there's obviously a Dark Shrine. Charge has just finished up for Harstem. But SpeCial is going to probably want to expand, and that's exactly what he's doing now. He's going to go ahead and he's going to get his third command center out. Both players giving each other a lot of respect right now as well. That's one thing that I am noticing quite a bit. We're seeing Blinkens being researched out of the Twilight Council. We're going to see those +1 upgrades are going to be coming in as well out of the Forge. SpeCial's getting a lot of his upgrades as well out of the engineering base, and then he's also getting Stim Pack as well as Combat Shielder being researched out of the Tech Labs. So both players just kind of, giving each other that respect, like I said, and then they're also just starting to really, try to macro up a bigger and bigger economy, move that into, of course, a bigger force, and then from there, just try to take, really take over. As far as you're just overwhelm their opponent. Combat Shield is going to be finished up in less than 5 seconds, and Ground Armor level 1 will be finishing up in less than 5 seconds as well. And then we see Infantry Weapons level 1 is going to be finishing up in less than 10 seconds for SpeCial. So the upgrades are now starting to complete. We are seeing units are starting to move around the map now. And probably sooner rather than later, I think we're going to see a clash here, simply because both players want to at least test the waters and see where they're coming, what's kind of happening as far as the upgrade count is concerned. Stimpak's just finishing up, and this is probably a good time for SpeCial to start moving out because he's going to want to see exactly what is going on at this point on the outside of the map and really just kind of test Harstem as to what he is doing. Now, it does look like there's a pretty big force here of SpeCial, and he is starting to move out. There isn't a lot here, actually. I feel that SpeCial could really take advantage of this, and it looks like he's going to do exactly that. There's just not much down here at this third Nexus. Now, there is going to be a drop or a run by on the opposite side, but it does look like the main battle is happening in that third Nexus area. Is there going to be enough? It's all going to come down to the micro. Does look like Harstem does have enough units. Are they going to be able to snipe one of these medevacs? That would be absolutely huge. Does look like those medevacs are going to get out of there just in the nick of time. Raven is in the back of that main base location of SpeCial. I feel like that was a pretty good push there by SpeCial. Just kind of testing the water, seeing what kind of damage he can do at this point. As we do see Harstem is, he's starting to build a bigger force. I mean, the longer the game goes, I'm kind of worried as to SpeCial, what he's going to go up against here with Harstem, because we're going to talk about some unit compositions that are going to be most likely coming into the later stages of the game as we are approaching that 9-minute mark that he's going to have to deal with against Harstem. As we are seeing infantry armor level 1 is going to be finishing up in a couple of seconds here. More and more units are going to be moving out towards that third Nexus once again. And it does look like more medevacs. We are going to see, of course, the Widow Mines are going to be out as well. Concussive Shelves is going to be finishing up. That ground armor level 2 finished up for Harstem. But here we go. Force fields are going to be coming down. Harstem is in a beautiful position here. But those Widow Mines do a little bit of some damage. There were some nice splits there. However, it does look like SpeCial is still in the lead, at least at this point. As far as that supply is concerned. But I gotta say, I still kind of like the current position of Harstem. I feel like he's in a reasonable spot here. He's certainly not at his thing just yet. He's got a nice-sized army. I feel that if he were to continue making this even a little bit tankier as far as maybe more immortals, go ahead and get some of those Archons as well. That might make this a pretty scary death ball of units. Do see the High Templar are out at this point. But it looks like both players are just kind of taking it, taking their time here. They want to get a feel for one another in this game number 1, because this is the game that's going to kind of dictate how the rest of the game is going to not necessarily shape up, but it's going to really give each player a good idea of, kind of how on top of their A game their opponent actually is, as well as like the unit compositions that they're going to have to go up against. It will be very interesting to see, to say the least, how these two players decide to work this. But we are going to see once again, SpeCial wants to, this choke point right in this, area of this third nexus is certainly where SpeCial wants to be. SpeCial wants to take care of like a lot of these units, but these run-bys are once again starting to do a little bit of some damage. Now, ghosts are out on the playing field, and now that has been scouted, but here we go. We are going to see we're right near one of these towers. There is another fight that is happening. It's all going to come down to that micro from both sides. It feels like SpeCial still is in the lead, but Harstem is trying to slowly creep his way back into this game by doing some run-bys and trying to create as much damage as possible. Now, we are going to see the change up here, which is going to be the Robotics Bay. So we may very well be seeing some Colossus coming out very shortly, and I would love that decision quite a bit, to say the least. I'd love to see what all that will entail, as here comes SpeCial once again towards this fourth nexus. He is not liking these units being here. He wants to take out this fourth nexus. Here we go. The charge is being activated on those zealots. The micro, though, of SpeCial is very good. You gotta be very careful. Those storms can be absolutely devastating. Micro backwards once again. The Archon, one of them does go down, and it looks like SpeCial wants to really take advantage of the strength in numbers here that he has in his favor. Those Dark Templar are going to get sniped, and GG is called. And at the 12.5-minute mark, SpeCial claims victory and takes a 1-0 lead over his opponent. I hope you guys did enjoy this game between SpeCial and Harstem, and if you guys did, leave a thumbs up, subscribe for new, stay positive, and as always, I'll talk to you guys all in game number 2.